So you're thinking about moving to New Orleans, Louisiana, or the surrounding areas? Well, you've come to the right place. Today we're going to talk about the different areas of New Orleans. I'm going to kind of go through city by city and give you just a little bit of information about each. So if you're new to the channel or you're back, thank you either way. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified. And of course, don't forget to share with friends and family who might be moving anywhere in the area, where it's to the area or in the area and moving to a different part of the area. My name is Stephanie Weeks, and I've been helping people with their move to New Orleans for over 18 years. Whether you're looking to buy real estate in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email so I can help you with your smooth move to New Orleans or the surrounding areas. All right, so of course you know New Orleans. It's the big gumbo bowl, right? It's way below sea level. It's literally kind of like a bowl. I say gumbo because there's people from so many walks of life and so many different ages and so many backgrounds and so many ethnicities. And it's really just a super cool, amazing, and unique place to live and or visit. There's so much fun to be had in the area, and so many festivals and so many great places to eat and drink and things like that. But New Orleans is not all that there is, and the French Quarter is not all that there is. So one of the areas that is surrounding New Orleans is the West Bank. And I know what I know about the West Bank, and I'll chime in as well. But to be more politically correct, I pulled some data so I can kind of give you the information. So when you hear someone talk about the West Bank of New Orleans, it's technically the western side of the Mississippi River. However, the way the river curves, it appears to be on the east side, but just ignore that, it's actually on the west side. And that's for those of you who know north, south, east, or west, because I have absolutely no sense of direction. So thank God I do numbers. My husband laughs because I'm like, north is wherever I'm facing. So anyway, the next thing we have is Plaquemines Parish and parts of Jefferson and Orleans Parish are on the West Bank as well. There's neighborhood and cities such as Algiers, Algiers Point, Tarrytown, Gretna, Harvey, Marrero, Oswego, Belchase, 9 Mile Point, Avondale, and Lafitte. There are actually even more than those, but those are still some of the areas that are all considered part of New Orleans. So technically, I'm from the West Bank because we were, at many times, lived in the area of Belchase, and many people had not heard of that when we moved over here to the North Shore, but Belchase is what I'm familiar with. I had a lot of family that lived there for short stints of time. I still have friends that live there, and actually my dad, he did pass away, but he was even in a nursing home down there as well that I would go and visit. So very familiar with that area. Now that's the West Bank, and now we're talking about the East Bank. The East Bank of New Orleans as a whole is just everything on the eastern bank of the Mississippi that covers the remainder of Orleans Parish, Jefferson Parish, and St. Bernard Parish. Now, as far as bridging the gap, the Crescent City Connection and the Huey P. Long bridges take you from either side to the Mississippi River. Now, the Huey P. Long has been redone, but oh my gosh, a billion years ago, going across that bridge was so freaking scary. You just knew it was gonna fall apart, and you knew that you were just gonna be in the river. But there's also a pedestrian ferry from Algiers Point to downtown New Orleans. Definitely taken the ferry many times over my lifetime and living in those areas. Really cool little fun ride. If you're just looking for something to do and you don't need a lot of excitement that day, it's just kind of a neat little experience. There's also a ferry that takes you from Algiers to Chalmette as well. And then you've got the East Bank Jefferson Parish, and Jefferson Parish jumps across the river and covers Metairie and Kenner, which are suburbs of New Orleans. So Metairie and Kenner, those are some areas that have like some really good hospitals. They have some really good shopping. They have some really good restaurants as well. And there's new things and there's old things as well. And in that area, like going toward, like past the Metairie and going toward Kenner, then of course you're gonna get to the New Orleans airport, and that's there also. Then you've got St. Bernard Parish, known as the Parish, And that's communities of Araby, Chalmette, Merrow, Violet, and Poydras. Those were areas that I wasn't super familiar with, but what makes me the most familiar with them is I remember Katrina and being a mortgage lender and just the devastation in that area from Katrina, and people from those areas having to move to the North Shore to find refuge. And the thing that stuck out to me the most, aside from the really difficult parts, right, of what they went through and their houses having water to their roofs and being stuck on the roofs and just so many bad things, but the thing I took away from the people in that area and going through that hard time was they were all super nice, crazy, hard-working, educated, like smart, nice, genuine people that worked for everything they had and really were a great addition to the North Shore, if you ask me. And just good, I mean, good credit, like just good overall people. And so that was really nice. That's what I kind of took away from that, and even though it was really, really tough for them, of course. So then you have the North Shore of New Orleans, and Lake Pontchartrain separates the North Shore and South Shore. It's one of the longest bridges in the world. It's over 23 miles. And this St. Tammany Parish is part of the North Shore. And St. Tammany Parish covers Mandeville, Covington, Madisonville, Slidell, Pearl River, Abita Springs, Folsom, Eden Isles, and even Lacombe. So you can take the causeway, which costs $5 when you're coming back to the South Shore, or you can actually take the twin span, and that's free in both directions. And that is a brand new bridge because it was devastated in Hurricane Katrina as well. And so it's a brand new, high, very pleasurable bridge to cross. Now the next thing you have is St. Charles Parish. St. Charles Parish also crosses the river, and it's with cities on the East Bank and the West Banks. The parish has cities such as Norco, Destrehan, St. Rose, Hanville, Boutte, and Des Allemands. And also, if you're coming from like the Hammond area of the North Shore, which is actually Tangipahoa Parish, but there's also, I think it's I-55 maybe. There's also an interstate that can take you to kind of get to some of those areas as well if you were in this direction and did not want to take the causeway or pay the $5. So whether you're looking for the East Bank, West Bank, North Shore, or South Shore, we are all considered New Orleans and the surrounding areas. And with any city, there are positives and negatives to every single one of the cities that I've mentioned. And just about in every single one of the cities I have mentioned, I have at least one friend. And I don't know about you, but I don't hang out with people that I don't think are nice, cool, and upstanding. So there's definitely at least one nice, cool, and upstanding person in each and every one of these cities, although there's probably many more than that. So thanks for tuning in today to cover the areas of New Orleans, and I hope to see you around town.